Have you ever wondered what might be hiding in the forgotten corners of old buildings? Imagine exploring an abandoned building and stumbling upon something so creepy and unexplained that it leaves you questioning reality. These hidden discoveries can be strange, eerie, and sometimes downright terrifying. From moving cradles to ancient rituals, there are places that hold dark secrets, waiting for the right person to uncover them. In today's video, we'll take you through the top 8 most chilling discoveries found inside old, abandoned buildings that will make you think twice about what's lurking behind closed doors. Keep watching, and make sure to check out the full list, because some of these stories are so strange, you won't believe they actually happened. 1. Rocking Cradle, Abandoned Hospital. Picture this. You're exploring an old, abandoned hospital complex, far off the beaten path. You wander through a decaying house on the property, assuming it once belonged to the hospital's head, only to find it mostly empty, except for an old, Victorian-style cradle. It's Gothic, a relic of the past. After some creepy comments about the abandoned house, you walk through the room, but when you return later, the cradle has moved, rocking on its own, several feet from where it was. There's no breeze to explain it, and no one else in sight. It's a mystery that still lingers with those who witnessed it. Could this cradle, seemingly forgotten by time, have moved on its own? Or is something much darker at play in this eerie hospital complex? 2. Organs, Abandoned Women's Prison. This creepy discovery took place in an old, crumbling women's prison. As a group of urban explorers strolled through the ruins, they came across several piles of organs. Hearts, lungs, kidneys, carefully placed in the middle of a path. They weren't decayed and still looked moist, with no blood or obvious signs of how they got there. The area was isolated, close to a residential zone, making it highly unlikely that hunters or animals could be responsible. As unsettling as this discovery was, it raised more questions than it answered. Who would leave such a bizarre and grisly display in a place like this? Was it a twisted message, or something far more sinister? The lack of any blood or obvious tracks around the area seemed to suggest this wasn't a natural occurrence. Some believe the organs were placed there as part of a dark ritual, while others are convinced it was a gruesome warning from someone in the shadows. The mystery only deepens with each passing year. 3. Untouched Property, a time capsule. Imagine breaking into an old, abandoned house tucked away near your uncle's cottage. The place has been untouched for over 2 decades since the owner passed away, and everything remains exactly how it was. The bed is unmade, and the clothes hanging in the closet are covered in moss. There are dirty dishes in the sink, and an open book on the bedroom table, collecting dust. The house looks as though it's frozen in time, with no signs of anyone being there for years. Despite the eerie stillness, no photos or personal belongings are left behind, just the remains of a life that has long since vanished. It's as if this house has been left for someone to rediscover, a chilling reminder that some places hold on to the past in ways we can't understand. 4. Possessed Music Box, Forest Discovery. A group of explorers stumbled upon an abandoned house in the middle of a dark forest at night. Initially, everything seemed normal, until they ventured into the basement. That's when they heard it, a music box playing on its own from the other side of the room. It wasn't the sound of the wind or some faulty mechanism. This music box was playing by itself in the dead of night, surrounded by a room full of creepy dolls. The group, already on edge from the eerie atmosphere, quickly fled the scene, unsure if they were dealing with something supernatural or just an unsettling coincidence. Was this music box really haunted, or did something in that basement trigger it to play? Either way, they weren't sticking around to find out. They later realized that the sound continued to echo in their heads long after they left the place, making them question whether it had really been a trick of the mind. Some of them still wonder if the house was haunted by whatever force made the box play. 5. The Ritual, Abandoned Brick Building. While exploring an old, burnt-out building, an urban explorer discovered something truly bizarre in the woods behind the property. A clearing appeared, perfectly circular, surrounded by logs arranged in a strange formation. In the center was a large star made of sticks, and hanging from nearby branches were human-like figures made from twigs. This eerie scene resembled something straight out of a horror movie, like the Blair Witch Project. The place was quiet, unsettling, and filled with a palpable tension, leaving the explorers wondering if they had accidentally stumbled upon an occult ritual site. Who were these figures for? And why were they left in such a hauntingly organized way? The feeling of dread was overwhelming, and they quickly left, unsure of what they had uncovered in the woods. 6. The Raven, abandoned federal prison. On a sanctioned tour of a dark and creepy abandoned federal prison, a group of explorers wandered through the psych ward and infirmary before being left to explore on their own. When they returned to the psych ward, they discovered something disturbing. A dead raven lying on the floor with its head twisted at a grotesque angle, its blood still fresh on the floor. What was more chilling was that the windows were closed, and there was no sign of anyone else in the building. Did something supernatural cause the raven's mysterious death, or was it a strange coincidence? The unsettling atmosphere of the prison had the explorers questioning whether they had uncovered more than just an abandoned building. The eerie feeling stayed with them long after they left. They wondered if the raven's death was a warning, perhaps a sign that the prison, with its tragic past, still held a malevolent energy that claimed anything that entered its gates. 7. Carcasses, abandoned farmhouse. In the 1970s, a pair of graduate students researching ghost stories stumbled upon an old, abandoned farmhouse in southern Indiana. They noticed the missing windows, the dirt-covered entryway, but something inside felt off. As they ventured deeper into the house, they found something disturbing. Pig carcasses lined up along the hallway, bound in barbed wire. The carcasses were fresh, and the smell of decay was overpowering. It didn't stop there. The students discovered a circle of pig heads in a room at the end of the hall. They were in varying stages of decomposition, their eyes staring blankly at the explorers. The whole experience left them terrified, and when they left the house, they were confronted by two men who gave them unsettling, creepy smiles. Were they part of some twisted ritual, or had the students accidentally stumbled upon something far darker? As they relayed the experience to authorities, they were told to stay quiet, but the memory of those pig carcasses still haunted them, making them wonder if the horrors of that farmhouse were only just beginning. 8. The Voice, Scotland's Swanee Bean Cave. This chilling experience occurred in Scotland, where an explorer decided to visit the infamous cave associated with the legendary Swanee Bean family, known for their gruesome acts of murder and cannibalism. The cave, now a historical landmark, had a strange aura about it, silent, except for the sound of waves crashing against the shore. As the explorer walked around the cave, they heard a voice, not faint or whispered, but a clear, distinct cry for help. "Help me!" Turning around, there was no one there. The explorer searched the cave, calling out to see if anyone was in distress, but no one responded. As they were about to leave, the voice called out again, "Help me!" Could it have been the voice of someone from the past? Or was it a haunting echo from the tragic history of the cave? There you have it, 8 creepy discoveries made inside abandoned buildings that still send shivers down the spine of anyone who hears them. These mysterious findings leave us questioning what's real and what's not. Could there be more chilling secrets hidden in the forgotten corners of old buildings, waiting for the next brave soul to discover them? If you enjoyed these eerie tales, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more spine-chilling stories from around the world. Let us know in the comments which discovery you found the creepiest. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown.